Yeah, it is definitely unforgiving. This is a hard game to pick up and run.
All right, here we go.
It's very easy to get into.
Let's just not die.
But it's kind of a hard one
I will
to
take not dying.
master, right? It's very easy to pick up the controller, start learning the game, learn to go through all 9 levels, that type of thing. But as far as mastering the game, that's the difficulty here.
That's exactly it. Well, it looks like we're off, and we'll see what these guys decide to do. We'll have a pretty good idea right off the bat whether or not they're doing 2 first or 3 first. But there are some caveats to these routes that we'll see eventually.
And apologize for the hot mic you guys heard, but that is the advice all runners tell themselves right before they jump into this. You guys actually got the behind-the-scenes tour. The coaches talk in the locker room, and what you say to yourself right before you head into 3 is, don't die. Let's get through all these levels, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So it looks like Amo is doing a 3 first route, which I would have expected based on his average times, and everyone else is going 2 first. And it doesn't seem like anyone's having any troubles yet, but obviously with the route differences, there's going to be different implications in what they need to do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Amo, this doesn't shock me either. I mean, this guy's got a 31.49 PB overall. Not in the race, not in this tournament or anything like that, but he's 22nd in the world with a 31.49. So he knows what he's doing, knows his way around the game, doesn't get the first early bomb, but does get out and get that static bomb drop in level 3 at about the 110 mark. So he's right on pace. He's cooking now.
Yeah, and it looks like the rest of these runners all entered 2 around the same time, which is a good sign. That means nobody really had any too many issues. We'll see, of course. Level 2 is very easy, straightforward level, but of course they're going to be looking for a bomb drop here off of these gorillas, and 2 guys so far did not get it, which did make 2 a little bit more difficult to deal with.
Yeah, actually, all 3 of them didn't get it, so we had no luck there. And like you said, the bomb drop is the most important thing because it just makes 2 a little more quicker and efficient. Unfortunately, we do have a death already on Amo's side, so Amo's going to have to go revisit the room. He's going to have to go there anyway. But that's just going to set Amo back just a little bit in level 3 right now.
Yeah, of all the places to die, I would say inside of a dungeon in a room that you have to visit anyway is probably the best option.
Yeah, for sure. Now what you see Amo doing is he's going to go top route, and what this is going to do is it's going to give him a bomb drop that's over here in the left room with these keys. So because he was down to 3 bombs when he died, and he's going to have to re-clear those things, he wanted another pack of bombs just to make this a little bit safer. So this is a smart play. It's a good backup strat if you're going to go bottom route at first to go back to the top route if you do get that death. So heads up play by Amo here to get 7 bombs to refill to go back through here.
Yeah, it looks like Silverfyre's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to play this safe because 1 bop from these gorillas, and he'll have to go tackle level 2 again. But he seems to get through it no problem. Hopefully the boss here doesn't give him any troll dongo issues. He doesn't, so.
Yep, so we see 2 of the 3 bottom right-hand corner guys that are out of 2 already. Second one just got the Triforce. Sylverfyre did. southernpretzel did take a death, so now he's back in that gorilla room. He's going to try to get these bombs in the from these guys. He does get a bomb drop and the static bomb drop. He's up to 8, going to take out his dodongo as well.
So one thing I can say for these guys running 2 first, and I can sympathize with them. Probably the most difficult part of this run early on is actually getting from dungeon to dungeon, because you can take a lot of unfortunate bops from enemies, and it could bring your health down quite a bit traveling from dungeon 2 and getting your hearts and rupees and stuff on your way to dungeon 1.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That path from 2 to 1, like you said, with the white sword, and you've got a blue Lionel that's sitting up there ready to snipe you. It is not easy at all. And you see now Amo now in here with the Manhandla. Manhandla, speaking of not easy, was not making it easy on him. Dropped some bombs, did take a bop, so when he killed him finally, did not force the bomb. He's got 1. Probably going to need to bomb some, force a bomb before 4, otherwise he's going to have to farm a little bit, lose a little more time now.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. Of course, you know, we've all seen Manhandla do that a million times, plus a million.
Yeah, absolutely. That's usually a reset, right? But if you're in a race, can't reset here. You got to get some resources back, and he's got the farm. Fortunately, this screen right here has 4 of these guys that could hook him up. The globals were not very friendly to him right there, though.
So it looks like Digshake is the first to grab his white sword, and he's on his way to level 1. Looks like his health is looking pretty good. Meanwhile, these other guys still have to deal with this Lionel, which he's actually not too bad to deal with once you get used to his habits, and then you can get up there and bully him. However, some of these guys decide rather they want to reset his position by resetting the screen there, and usually what that does is that will cause him to spawn on the right-hand side. It makes him a little bit easier to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people reset that guy. It does take a couple seconds to do it, but it makes it a whole lot safer. And your life's so important going through these boulders and then down with the Octorots right to the east of 1. So that's what you saw Southern Pretzel do. It does make the spawns a little bit different as far as where the key's going to spawn in the NSU room in 1. So there is a little impact there. Other than that, though, it's just a good, safe race strat that you can do.
Yeah, it's not too much of a problem to have to chase that key down in a race setting.
No, not at all. I'd rather do that than die, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on that screen. I mean, we've seen it before. That's a good 1 or 1.5 minute time loss having to revisit that white sword screen after a death.
Yeah, we do see Amo working his way through 4. 4, again, is a tough one to start with when you got the wood sword, because not only do all these guys do 1 heart of damage if you touch them, but you're going to have to face a Gleeok here, a couple-headed Gleeok, with only 4 hearts. So any bop you take in here just makes that fight a whole lot harder. Already not having beams is going to make it tough enough. But going in there, you know, we've only got 4 bombs here in the breakfast room. He's going to have to sort all these guys down, so it's going to take a little bit of time. He's got to just watch his health as he goes through, or just make this as safe as possible. I did see Southern Pretzel and Digshake high five there. Southern Pretzel's on his way to the bow. Digshake's already got it. He's almost out of 1 now, so he's making really good time for the 2 first route.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing very well, and we'll see what happens moving forward. He still has some tough dungeons to deal with, and I didn't really get a chance to see what they've done yet in terms of resources, so I'm not sure if these guys are attempting to do a green tunic route or if they're planning on getting blue ring, which would make a huge difference in how they are allowed to play these later dungeons.
Yeah, with the cash-wise, sylverfyre went up and got the Northeast 100, and he's got another 30 there, so it makes me think he's going to head towards doing a blue ring route. I don't think the other 2 are, though. But again, the 2 first is not my specialty, so they could surprise me and pick up some rupees somewhere that I'm not sure about, and there's the Southwest 100 you still have and all that jazz, too, so we'll see as they go on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many variations in, especially the 2 first route. You never really know what to expect.
Right, so you do see Amo in here. Now, this is the 2-headed Gleeok. This is kind of the other clinching moment of this run before you start getting a lot more hearts and that type of thing. Did take a bop right there. Each of these fireballs does do 1 heart of damage. He's got to do 16 hits with the wood sword, 10 on the first head, 6 on the other one. He's got to be very careful now with 1 heart here. And he did not take any chances with the last fireball. Let it go through before he grabbed the heart. Well done, though, Amo. Amo's got the 4th Triforce, or 2nd Triforce for him in level 4. He is ready to roll, and his tournament, his game now is ready to roll here.
Yeah, it still looks like Digshake's having a pretty solid run. He's already in 3. Well, excuse me, Southern Pretzel's on his way to 3, and Sylverfyre is still making his way through Dungeon 1.
Yeah, Digshake definitely has a lead in the 2 first group. You'll see here the difference that the white sword makes here in level 3 compared to what Amo had to do. Amo had the wood sword, so all those guys took 4 hits. These guys only take 2 now with the white sword, so while you can use bombs to clear them out, just a couple sword strikes does it too, so you can kind of save those resources. So advantage Digshake here, but the difference between the 2 first and the 3 first, the 3 first actually has a whole lot less walking in the overworld, which is why it's done. So it's more efficient that way. You are a little more efficient in 3 and 4 with the white sword, but that's pretty much the only advantage that you have with the 2 first route. So that's the main differences. You do see Digshake making quick work of this. Level 3 right now. He's got to watch out a little bit because his health is kind of low. He's got to fight Manhandle, and Manhandle is going to do just as much damage to him as it could have done to Amo.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing I was going to say, an advantage to the 3 first route, or the typical 3 first route anyway, is not having to go directly from Dungeon 5 to Dungeon 7, which could be a problem with bombs.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 to 7 is a tough transition because you're unloading a lot of bombs in that recorder room that we'll see here pretty soon. But then 7 is going to require 7 bombs to get through it, just to get through it. So it's kind of okay, when do you use your resources? When do you refill them? How do you manage them? Whoever does that the best on a route like this usually has a time advantage for sure.
Digshake's going to have to be a little careful here on this manhandle fight because, of course, like you said before, he can be a big pain, and he does take a harder damage for each bop.
Yeah, he was there just on that Zol trying to farm a heart, so let's hopefully we get a good right side manhandler here that doesn't take Digshake out. He does take the bop, unfortunately. Man, that right side manhandle is really tough.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to bode well for Sylverfyre as he is approaching level 3.
You see Amo grab the Triforce out of level 1 at 1040 there. So he is now going to go up and do a little resource gathering himself before he goes into level 5. He does have 5 bombs and 30 bucks, so he's not going to have to go get the Northeast 100. Doesn't have to do a double hundo route, so it's going to be a little quicker for him this way. But right now, he's just going to worry about bombs in level 5.
Yeah, it's good to see that he has the resources he needs in terms of rupees, so he doesn't have to worry about falling back on a double hundo route or anything like that.
Man, and Manhandla claims another one. Southern Pretzel with the double knockout there was able to bomb down Manhandla, but as he was killing him, took a fireball to the face and is going to have to go back in again. But this time he has no bombs and Manhandla is fully regenerated. So let's see what Southern Pretzel decides to do here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he actually respawns in a double KO scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. So what Digshake decided to do here is he decided to leave 3, and he's going to 4. He'll come back in, and he'll beat 3 later. He's just going to go ahead and proceed with the route. The rules of the tournament are, if you're in the overworld, you have to immediately go back. If you're in the underworld, if you die in a dungeon, you just have to go back at some point to that same room. So you're going to see Digshake do that later. And
we have yet another issue in level 3 with hearts, and so Sylverfyre is going to have to be careful as well.
Yeah, Sylverfyre is low on hearts. We saw Southern Pretzel now go over to the left, and what he did was he farmed those red dark nuts looking for a bomb. He's got a bomb pack now. He's got 4 bombs he's going to be able to try and take out Manhandla with. Again, only 3 hearts, so he's got to be careful in this fight yet again.
Yeah, I suspect Digshake will clean up level 3 probably before level 7. What do you think?
Yeah, you'll have to do that because if you want to get the... oh, and that's a nice bomb, first of all, by Pretzel. He's going to be able to get out of level 3. But yeah, Digshake will probably go there right before level 7, get the Triforce, because then once he goes to level 7, he's going to want to go into 6, and you get the Master Sword before 6. He needs that Heart and Triforce out of level 3 to get that Master Sword. Sylverfyre in with round 2. He's got 1 heart left. He's got to be careful now. It does lay the last bomb. Takes him out. He's going to leave with 1 bomb, but he doesn't care. He's leaving with the heart and the Triforce, which is the most important part. Sylverfyre now out of level 3. Amo getting ready to go in the Room of Requirement. Why do we call this the Room of Requirement?
That's a great question. The Room of Requirement is definitely not a fun room to deal with in most cases. As you can see here, there are 6 dark nuts, and you need to kill them all in order to get your flute. And blue dark nuts, just their patterns are just wild and unpredictable.
Yeah, speaking of unpredictable, Amo got very unlucky there. He dropped a couple bombs right there, and the darkness just walked away. They wanted absolutely no part of it, but he does get a beautiful force. He had a count coming in here, did not get bopped, got the force, got his bombs, and again, these darknets are trolling him a little bit, but that was a beautiful force on his very last bomb. Took some guts to lay it. He went ahead and did it, and it paid off for him. Yeah,
absolutely. It was a very good job of him not taking hits while these blue dark nuts were busy trolling him. And he's having a lot of trouble cleaning it up, but he eventually does, and he'll be able to grab his flute and toot away in the future.
Yeah, Fisk bringing up a great point in chat that his movement, Amo's movement, after he dropped the bomb, was encouraging the darkness to turn away from his bomb. So not only when you're walking towards them and you're setting up that bomb is it important to remember, but once you've dropped that bomb, your movement and stuff, they're reacting to that as well. They could care less about that bomb, right? They worry about Link. That's what they're targeting. So as you move away from that bomb and in your direction, you've got to be cognizant of what's going on, because you're going to cause them to turn like they did. So Fistbit bringing up a great point there.
Yeah, the blue darkness patterns are very interesting in the way that they target Link and then target the opposite of Link.
Yeah, there's a link and there's an anti-link, and I mean, you have to take a look at that and kind of, we're not going to dive into it too much here, but as far as what it targets, it's going to target you and then a mirrored image, flipped image of you on the screen, so around the center point. So wherever you are, if you're in the top left corner, there's one of you and there's an anti-link in the bottom right corner. So Darknets are going to chase one of those two things and then have also RNG that moves them and make decisions as well. So just knowing that, you know, the further you are from center, the more options you're giving them. Is something that you have to be aware of, which is why you see a lot of people fight that room from the middle of the room.
So it looks like Digshake did return to level 3 there. He's got his Triforce now. I didn't consider it before. Actually, yeah, it makes sense, I guess, for him to just go ahead and get it out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Grab it while you're down here in the Southwest. I mean, you don't want to do too much backtracking. It's a death knell. I mean, time-wise, overworld movement is so underrated in this game, and that's why we saw a question earlier in chat about the wood sword and going 3 first, and that type of thing, and it is very risky as far as your life and that type of thing, but if you're in a speed run, you don't care if you die. You care about being fast, and it is quicker to actually do 3 and 4 with the wood sword, because really there's not much wood sword damage that you're doing. You're doing most everything with bombs anyway, so the sword doesn't really come into play except for that Gleeok. So that's why the wood sword 3 first route works, because the overworld movement just saves you so much time.
Yeah, it looks like Digshake's now doing his world wrap, which will save him a little time, and he was very careful not to mess up that screen scroll, because you could lose a lot of time if you end up in the Lost Woods.
Yeah, that's one of the scariest ones when you first start learning them, right? Is that you miss that one, you end up in the Lost Woods. I mean, I've softlocked before, and I don't care, because I softlock, it's like, okay, haha, funny. But if you end up in the Lost Woods and you've got to make that trek back through it, you're like, oh my god, what did I do? And I see Amo doing the exact same one. They are doing what's called a world wrap. They're going from the very far west side of Hyrule to the very right side of Hyrule, the east side. And it enables them to get that heart and in the wrapped heart quicker than if they were to walk the coast doing it any other way. So that's why the world wrap works. And you see, I mean, almost every single route does it, except for people that just aren't comfortable doing that screen scroll, which is totally fine. But it is the quickest way from one side to the other. And as Justin Man points out in chat, we do have some sync up here. This is great. All right, Digshake down here now, getting ready to go to the Room of Requirement. He's got a white sword, though, so it's going to make it a little easier. So any Darknets he's not able to take out with the bomb, and let's say he loses his count or something, he's going to be able to take out with the white sword a little bit easier than trying to wood sword those guys down.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, his bomb count's not looking great right now.
Yeah, no, on 3, he's got to either be like on, 8 or 9 on his count if he wants to be sure to be able to use these bombs and clear these guys out. Well, no, he's laying bombs now, so he has a count coming in here. Otherwise, he wouldn't be wasting them. He does want to be careful, though. I don't know if he's got a bomb pack on the way out. He did lose his count right there, so you're going to see him sort everybody else down unless he gets a pack that just makes sense to bomb here.
Yeah, that's right.
Sylverfyre making quick work of Gleeok. It's a little easier with the white sword. Instead of 10 and 6, you only have 5 and 3, so only 8 hits. And you come in here with a little more life and hearts, and he's got the blue ring anyways, so Sylverfyre ready to roll after level 4.
Yeah, Gleeok definitely becomes a piece of cake with the blue ring and a couple more hearts and white sword.
You do see southernpretzel trying to chase down Digshake. He's getting ready to go into the Room of Requirement as well. Digshake does get his recorder, does get the breadstick out of the Olive Garden, as Arcus like to tell us. So he is now having a pretty good 2 first, to be honest, besides that death.
Yeah, I agree. He's been very solid other than that unfortunate death. Does look like he does still have a pretty solid lead at the moment over Sylverfyre as a result of him having to go out of his way for the extra rupees and for the blue ring and stuff like that.
Yeah, Amo is going to be going to level 7 next, and it's very important to watch his bomb count. He didn't get any bombs in level 2, so he's going to kill this Dodongo. He's going to leave here with 6. But you need 7 to get through level 7, so what he's going to have to do there is he's going to have to either force a bomb somewhere or kill one of the Gorilla rooms to hook him up with the bomb, unless he gets a lucky drop on the way. So it's important to watch Amo's bomb count as he gets into level 7. The other important thing to watch on Amo is his time. It's at 1949, right? He has an average time at 35.57. When Chuck Attacks has an average time at 35.56, so Amo's trying to undercut that by a couple seconds. If he gets like a 35.30, this brings him up 1 spot in the bracket. And again, if he has another maybe unfortunate death or something like that, he could drop out and Captain Green could take his spot because he's got an average of 38.06, so a lot is on the line for Amo. So we'll keep you abreast of that situation and what's going on. Just stay tuned as this matchup keeps going. Digshake getting ready to go take out I apologize, I unplugged my mic there. Digshake picks up his Triforce there in level 5. I apologize, guys. Southern Pretzel is right behind him, hot on his heels. Again, they're not racing each other, but it's kind of neat to see 2 people doing the same route that are kind of neck and neck. Amo and Southern Pretzel, again, are racing against each other. You'll see the routes converge in level 7. So now you'll see kind of the lead that Amo has on Southern Pretzel right now. So it's going to be all of Southern Pretzel getting through this level 5, going and doing his shopping, and then getting into level 7. That's the lead Amo has. Digshake and Silverfyre are on the bottom. They're doing the same thing, and level 7 is going to be where they converge as well. So you'll see kind of who has the lead and that type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like Digshake didn't have any issues cleaning up level 5. He's going to go ahead and do his shopping and take on level 7 with what I would consider to be not the greatest bomb situation, but he could of course get a static bomb drop in 7, of which there are at least a few that I could think of, or try for a lucky bomb drop on the way to 7.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you do see Digshake have just enough money for the arrows. It took $80. He had all 80 right there. So doesn't have any money to fire any arrows, but he had enough to buy them, which is the more important thing. So this was the meat skip I was talking about. Amo's going to feed the hungry gorilla there. And if anybody can find out how to skip that guy for us, we will pay you handsomely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so like we said, all roads kind of converge at level 7. So you do see Amo in level 7. We see Digshake also in level 7 here. He's down a heart still, so I don't know. Did he ever go back to 3, or is he going to go back to 3 after this?
He actually did finish up 3, so he doesn't have to worry about that at this point.
I wonder why we're down a heart there in level 7 on Digshake's side. So I'll keep tuning that. I didn't see kind of where we lost one there. I'll find that one out. We do see another Dig Dogger up on Amo's side. He's going to take this guy out. And again, level 7 is famous for kind of being one of those battles that beats you up all the way through. No individual room is that hard, but it's kind of the combination of all of them and the gauntlet you have to go through to keep your health. So Amo's done a pretty good job of that. He's only down 4.5 hearts, got all of his bombs. He's ready to roll that way, but this reverse C room can be kind of tricky as well. How much dough saver? We'll talk later, man.
Whomever finds that skip is going to be the hero of Hyrule indefinitely.
As long as your skip works on my cart that I've got in the NES right now, we're good to go, dude. All right, so we do have 3 guys in level 7 right now. Silverfyre is not too far behind. Does have to watch out a little bit for his health. He's coming back through, and he's going to be taking out his own Dig Dogger, going to pick up this key and do the back half of 5. Doesn't take that long, do his shopping, and he'll catch up with the rest of the crew. But Amo now through level 7, 2406. All he has to do is level 6, 8, and 9 cleanly, but he does have to watch out on time. That time's creeping up on him, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And he still has the toughest part of the run still on his plate, so Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword where he wants to go fast, but he also wants to be careful.
Yeah, seeing which rooms he has kind of safety strats on and seeing if he just goes for it. It's going to be very interesting to see how Amo works this back half. Again, no safeties. He's got no potion right now. He's got no blue ring, anything like that. Amo's the runner that doesn't need it. Again, he's 22nd in the world. He's got a 31-49, but this is Zelda 1. Anything can happen in these levels.
If I were a betting man, I would say that he would go ahead and give up one bracket spot in order to guarantee that he gets through level 9. So I think that he's probably going to get the backup potion.
I completely agree with you. I think it's a great play, especially if you had a run where you've already had kind of that early death, and it's kind of one of those runs that, okay, I'm not going to PB, I'm not going to race PB, that type of thing. Yeah, you definitely want to secure that spot in the brackets. I think you're exactly right. We do see the Bats in the Belfry. We see Amo in there right now. You do want to try to keep beams as long as far as possible. Did take one early bot, but otherwise made pretty quick work of that room.
Yeah, it looks like 7 was not too great on digshake, but fortunately he doesn't take a death, which would have been a horrible scenario in 7.
He is handling this first breakfast room really, really well right now. Didn't get bubble. He's only still got that 1/2 heart lost. Was pretty clean through that. It wasn't the fastest room in the world, but it doesn't have to be. It was very clean and maintained his health, and level 6 is looking very good for Amo right now. We do have Southern Pretzel getting ready to get out of level 7. Sylverfyre is on his way to go shopping. Digshake is now doing the world wrap, and maybe he forgot a heart? Maybe that's what's going on right now. I'm not exactly sure what Digshake's doing, but he is back on the eastern side of Hyrule. We're going to try to locate exactly what Digshake's doing here, and we'll let you know.
I think you're right. I think maybe he forgot a heart here on the coast. Probably the raft heart. That's the only thing we think.
Yeah, it must be somehow he just skipped it for some reason. And sometimes when something happens, like you have a death and you know you have to like go back to 3 and that type of thing, that affects you. Or maybe he's showing off the recorder here.
Well, that would be excellent to see. I always love seeing the old recorder trick.
Oh, he's not going to do the recorder. He goes back to level 3. Now he's going to wrap up to level 6, just like he beat level 7 just now. So that was the path he took. Meanwhile, Amo with a completely clean level 6. And I apologize for not pointing out breakfast room number 2. But, man, Amo had a pretty decent 6 there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can never complain about leaving level 6 with full health. That's awesome.
Now, and you want to talk about sync, we have got sync again with Southern Pretzel and Digshake. These guys have been hot on each other's trail the entire race. They're within a screen of each other, going to the Master Sword. Sylverfyre is not too far behind him. He's in level 7. He's got to get through that, and he's going to chase them down as well. So, kind of a fun race between these guys, and Amo kind of racing himself here in the brackets. So, does get that bomb drop right there, which was needed before level 8. Again, we're on no potion right now, so kind of hold your breath in level 8, because this is one of those tough ones that can end runs. It can go very bad very quickly.
Yeah, the Lagoon rooms, particularly for me, the Blue Lagoon 2 can really pull apart your health in quick measure.
Yeah, for sure. We did have a question, how long for the anti-percents for these guys normally? They're pretty spread out. But Amo is the one that we're kind of watching right now. He's got a 31-49 PB. Everybody else is kind of in the high 30s, mid 30s, that type of thing. So between 30 and 40 minutes, like Mashy's saying, that's a pretty good guess right there. All right, Amo is taking a couple bops there. Does get a heart and a fairy drop when he was 4 hearts down. He is leaving first Blue Lagoon with full health, which is exactly what you want to do in level 8. Great start to level 8 for Amo.
Absolutely, and we'll see how he fares in Blue Lagoon 2. I don't know which one you typically have more issues with, but Blue Lagoon 2 is more difficult for me.
It's hands down this one. I agree with you there. Well, it's the same number of darkness. Amo making quick work at 2 as well. My God, making me look like a fool here, because I was going to say how many problems I have with it. But
wow.
Yeah, that was a fantastic room for him. But it's because there's not as many of those statues that are firing, right? But it's because they're so close. And right when you get ready to line up a Darknet, you get bopped in the back and like offset by a little bit or something like that. But Amo's showing you exactly how it's meant to be done. And when you go in there with beams like he did and taking advantage of them, and Amo is just having a ridiculous level 8.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a type of level that you would only see from the top guys.
All right, we do see Southern Pretzel now in level 6 and Digshake in the exact same rooms. These guys are going through breakfast room number 2, as it's called, because you got the pancakes there and you got the jelly and all that stuff that everybody's seeing. But he's taking out these whiz robes. Does have to look out. He's got 2 hearts, Digshake does. A couple of these blue guys that like to bop, and on green tunic, you've got to be very careful here.
Whoa, got to be careful.
Does escape here. He should be good to go the rest of this level 6. The rest of level 6 is actually pretty easy. And like you called out before, Amo is going to grab this potion before 9. The way he played that 8, man, I mean, you would think nothing's going to go wrong in level 9, but we all know level 9 can be that crazy level where one bad thing happens. You take a bot by Patra, Patra goes the wrong way, and all of a sudden you're in the middle of being down 6 hearts. So Amo playing it safe here, kind of wanting to guarantee his spot. He's at 30 minutes. You know, a good level 9 is about, 5.5 minutes, that type of thing. So he looks like he's going to be okay. His average time at 35:57 is going to be kind of spot on here with what he's going to get.
Yeah, even with the potion grab, he's very close. Hoping that he doesn't have any issues in 9. He could be right around that mark.
Yeah, so again, the time he's looking at right now, if we're looking at times in that bracket and that type of thing, if we think he's guaranteed himself in the bracket by playing as well as he has so far, he's got a 35:57. Windchuck Attacks is a 35:56. So if he can finish this at a 35:30, 35:40 right in there, it's going to bring his average down and not only guarantee him a spot, but actually bring him up 1 spot in the bracket. So this has huge implications on how fast he finishes this 9.
Yeah, and Southern Pretzel actually is pretty quietly having a very solid run himself, considering his PB.
Yeah, I agree with you. Pretzel kind of overtook Digshake there. Digshake had to go back and get a heart and then go back through and make up a little ground there that way. Well, Southern Pretzel's just kind of been steady, like you said, and just having a really, really quiet but really solid run right now for 2 first. All right, so here's the first moment of truth. We've got Patra 1. Let's see which way he goes. Goes right, and Amo does get the Patra 1 skip clean, so that's very nice. He's going to have beams in the next room, which can make this room very, very quick.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it definitely can't be understated how much beams helped in that Wizrobe room. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, almost every room, in Z1, beams are going to help you out, and especially in that one where you're fighting Wizrobes that start and they kind of spawn in the middle of the room where you can take a couple out early. He did take a couple bops there late, gets a clock here. I think he's trying to force a bomb. Doesn't have the count that he wants, though, so he's going to keep going on, and we're into Patra 2 skip right now.
Yeah, so unless he gets a lucky bomb drop, he's not looking great entering reverse C. Hopefully he gets a good pattern and is able to clean it up despite that.
He is going to have to go ahead and reset Patra 2. Patra 2 decided to go right and kind of be a jerk to him. That's exactly why you get the potion, though, right? Because if he would have done this, and he didn't do anything wrong there, except, I mean, he missed the clip initially, but he didn't do anything wrong other than Patra 2 decided to go southeast on him, and he took 2 bops. So now he's down to 5 hearts. He does have that potion in his back pocket, though. Doesn't have any bombs for combat, but he can refill here, and he's got that help that's going to make this room a little easier.
Yeah, Patra 2 is a cruel mistress.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to put it, for sure. We do see a tense reverse C fight here, but it's pretty clean by, I mean, it wasn't the quickest in the world, but my gosh, that was pretty clean by Amo. He was able to avoid those bubbles. He stayed in the middle of the C, kind of controlled the room, kept things at arm's length, and did a very good job of getting out of there without taking any bops. So very well played by Amo.
Yeah, I agree. And despite the issues with Patra 2, I mean, he's still on the maybe low 36 pace or high 35 pace.
Yep, and you see Southern Pretzel and Digshake following in his footsteps, went ahead and grabbed their potions as well, south of 1, so they're going to be entering 9 as well. Sylverfyre not too far back. He's getting through 6 here, and then he's going to have to do, 8 and 9, that type of thing, so he's a little further back. Digshake's got quite a bit of lead on him in that individual race, but let's put Southern Pretzel and Digshake up against each other right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We got sort of a pseudo race going on, and it should be exciting.
All right, so Amo has to decide when to use this potion. He's down to 1.5 hearts. These likes aren't going to do it. They only do 1 heart of damage, but any Wizrobe beam here is dangerous. So you do see Amo drink the potion as soon as he gets in here. That was probably the safe and correct call. He's got to switch to bombs anyway, so you want to use that potion right now. That was a very well played job by Amo.
Yeah, absolutely. As all the top guys say, absolutely do not die with the potion in your pocket.
No, and he does get a bomb drop here when you don't need bombs the rest of the game. So thanks, game, for that, hooking him up there. Does have a pretty clean trap room, very quick trap room, too. So Amo is going to be going into Patra 3 here soon, after 1 more room to get through with full health. So this is a very, very well-played back half after kind of a rough Patra 2 in middle of level 9. All right, time-wise, we're at 35:30, and again, he wants to get out of here by 35:56. It's probably not going to happen now. A perfect Ganon's 20 seconds, so we're a little late on that. So I think Windchuck Attacks is going to keep his place. Captain Green sitting there with a 38:06. Kind of hoping that Amo dies, but Amo's got that blue potion, so that's the only thing riding on this. Can Ganon take down Amo with full health and a blue potion? Here we go.
The Digshake did struggle a little bit there with Patch 1. He took quite a bit of damage, but assuming that he has that potion in his pocket, I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah, for sure. Amo does take down Ganon. He had a stun lock in the corner for 3 of the swings, gets the 4th swing, no damage done. Amo is going to be your winner of the Amo and Southern Pretzel match. He's going to finish up with an SRL time of 36:23. GG to Amo. Get your GGs out, chat.
Yeah, very solid run by Amo.
All right, so we do have a couple other guys in level 9. We got Southern Pretzel and Digshake both in level 9. Digshake's trying to force bombs. He needs bombs. You have to have 3 more bombs from this point to finish up the game, so he has got to have this bomb drop. You do see Southern Pretzel now farming as well. He needs bombs. He's only got 2, and he has to have 3 from this point. So both these guys really in desperate need of bombs right now. Digshake does force. Southern Pretzel now does not get his force because he took a bop right before.
Oh, no.
Southern Pretzel is in a ton of trouble. He either has to die or leave here or something, or he has to soldier on and get a bomb drop from some orange Wizrobes. I think he's going to leave level 9. And with that hype and drama, we do have the winner of the race, Amo22, joining us in chat. GG, sir.
Hey, thanks, Redbird.
Take us back through the run, man. How'd it go for you?
Oh, you guys tell me. That's not really how you want to start a race off, huh?
No, not at all.
No, those Darknuts didn't really want to cooperate, and I figured I'd just go right for those extra backup bombs in level 3, and then I still didn't have any coming out of 3, so I needed to farm before 4, so immediately I was kind of in tough shape right from the start.
Yeah, I think other than your issues early on, you had a very solid run, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with some of the back half. I feel like I had a solid level 8, which was good. The Patcher 2, again, was just not cooperating, so I actually left the room and reset him because he just kind of crashed to that bottom right corner of the room, which is where you want to be clipping into the staircase from. So I ended up needing that potion in level 9, but otherwise I felt like the back half was solid. I had good magical breakfast rooms and a decent level 8.
Yeah, I think you had a pretty good run overall, and I guess the big question going into this, right, was everybody kind of knew the average times. That was the hot topic for you. How much was that 35-56 that when Chuck attacks had you by 1 second on your mind, or was more of it just don't drop and don't fall at all?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too concerned about seeding with any one particular opponent, to be totally honest. I had a pretty rough idea of what I needed to get in order to qualify for the focus.
Yeah, we know those times kind of play into you, because the 3-2 record after getting the win isn't going to do anything for you, right? So it's kind of that average time. So we know that kind of weighs on everybody's mind right when they pick up the controller and you see the countdown. So we were just kind of wondering if you were going to play it safe this time, if you're going to actually go for it. But you did a mixture. I mean, you did everything kind of your AMO strats. I mean, everything was really not played back too much, you know, on even keel or anything like that. You just kind of did your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good sense for what I wanted to accomplish in the race, and you know, I was prepared to go red candle, and then I killed the blue Octorok outside of level 1, which dropped a clock, so I knew my globals, and then I was able to get that random bomb drop outside of the 30 secret to be able to go world record route instead of red candle route. So I mean, I felt comfortable in what I was doing. It's unfortunate that the race started off the way it did, and you know, again, my goal coming in was just to kind of stay around my same average time, because I was confident that I'd be in the brackets if I, you know, as long as I didn't mess anything up too badly. And, you know, despite my best efforts, I think I managed to do that.
No, man, it was very well played. And sorry, Christian, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it looks like digshake managed to take down Ganon, and he's the winner of his race. I don't have the SRL in front of me if you want to call out the official time.
Yeah, digshake does finish with an SRL time of 40 minutes and 23 seconds, so he is going to move to 2 and 3 in the Swiss round. His average times was 41 minutes, so he did come in under average, so it's a good race for digshake as well. Get your GGs out, guys. We do see Southern Pretzel now going through, and he is in the trap room in level 9, so he was hot on digshake's trail. Let you know, kind of AMO, Southern Pretzel and digshake were kind of room for each other. They both did 2 first. It was kind of fun to watch that, even though they weren't directly competing with each other. They were pretty much mirrored the entire race.
Yeah, the 4-ways are a little extra fun, and I mean, these are solid racers of this game, so I'm sure it was a great race to watch.
Yeah, digshake unfortunately is not going to be able to jump in here with us in the commentary booth, so make sure you give him a GG, give him a follow and a like, and Amo, any other thoughts on your behalf?
Well, I'm just hoping that that's enough to survive to the brackets, and you know, that kind of performance probably won't cut it in the brackets if I'm fortunate enough to make it there. But yeah, thanks to you both for the commentary, and GG to the rest of these racers.
Hey, no worries, man. GG, like I said, again, it was a fun race to watch, and once you got through that level 3, I mean, it was kind of smooth sailing from there, other than that just one little bomb issue. But other than that, very good rooms. I mean, you had some remarkable rooms. Hold on one second before you jump out of here. That level 8. Talk to me about level 8 real quick.
Yeah, I had a solid level 8. The first lagoon was okay, and the second one, I just, you know, tried to stay in the middle of the room, and I was able to get a fairy drop, I think, coming out of the first lagoon. So that let me have some health, and I think I had beams going into the second lagoon. I just tried to stay in the middle of the room and fire as much as I could, and I got out of that pretty cleanly. So I felt really solid about that level 8.
Yeah, it's a very, very quick one to us, and unfortunately we did see a death to Ganon on Southern Pretzel's side there, so he's going to go get some health. He's probably going to go refill at the fairy fountain. He's whistling that way and kind of to figure out where the whistle is, but he's going to go get some health and maybe another potion or not, but he's going to go back through level 9 as well, as we do see digshake doing some Z2 work here down in the bottom right-hand corner, so digshake doing it all right now.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for Southern Pretzel. We'll have to see. Obviously, he's going back to get the health, which I absolutely agree with.
Yeah, for sure. Level 9 is a beast for anybody going through 3 hearts. So refilling right here. Most of the rooms, if you don't leave, you know, the enemies don't, you know, don't respawn because you've got bubbles in there. The game considers traps enemies, so as long as there's enemies present, it's going to keep them there. So a lot of the rooms are easier to go back through. Once you leave, though, it's a different story. The patchers are going to be gone that you kill, but you are going to have to re-kill the majority of the dungeon this way, but doing so at full health is a whole lot easier. Sylverfyre in level 9, almost done as well. He's going through there, and looks like he's on his way to Ganon. Got the silvers, and he's gone to Patra 2 skip. Does get through that pretty clean, only down 2 hearts right now, and on his way. All right, does look like Southern Pretzel is going to re-enter level 9 right now. Does still have beams. Doesn't have any bombs, but there's really no bombs needed. You need them for combat now, and that's it. All the holes that he needed to open, they're already open. They're not necessary. They're just kind of gravy if you get them. So we'll see Southern Pretzel come back through here 9 with full health.
Yeah, he should be able to make quick work of 9, and I suspect he shouldn't have any issues finishing it up. However, I believe that Ganon will now give him a different spawn. Is that right?
Yeah, the Ganon spawn, depending, was probably going to be kind of like the bottom right or the center Ganon, is my guess, but we'll see when he gets in there. It's been a while since I've left and come back like that. And Abo, again, we're going to wish you GG's here and good luck going forward. There's no doubt you made the bracket now at that time. That's good. You're going to be 3-2 in there. Going to have a first-round matchup. I don't know where exactly your seed's going to be. But good luck there. Hopefully you have a better level 3 than this one. But, man, if the rest of the race plays out like it is, you're going to be a dangerous matchup for anybody in that first round.
Thanks, RBG. I think it'll be tough to have a level 3 worse than that one. So I imagine it'll go better.
I was giving the political answer, man. That's my job, right?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the call, guys.
So we told everybody at the top that you're 22nd in the world for a reason. I mean, your combat's, really, really good. And everything that you did was completely capable by yourself, and we knew that. So, yeah, GG's, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
So Sylverfyre does clean up Ganon and takes a brown hug, and with this blue ring and all that health, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that a lot of people get that blue ring, right? Because it just makes the rest of the game a little bit easier. It makes a lot of the rooms that have a lot of heavy combat pressure and that are very dangerous just a little bit easier to get through. Sylverfyre does finish up with that blue ring at the time of 46:05. And again, his PB is 45:23 in this race. His average time is 49:21. Just did a 46:05. That's a heck of a run for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job on that.
Yeah, Crystal Saver in chat pointing this out as well. His message at the very beginning was, hey, just breathe, don't die, get through all 9 levels, and guess what? He was the only one to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
So Digshake's playing Z2. Amo, let's see if he starts up some Tetris. Sylverfyre can do some, what do you think, Contra or something? Or what do you think we're going to do here tonight?
Who knows? It's anybody's guess. Hopefully we could hopefully we could see another original game. 4 games at a time would be great.
All right, so Pretzel, like you said, is having no problem making quick work of this level 9. The door does pop open. He's going to have to knock out Ganon again, but has almost full health, 33 arrows. Let's see him take down Ganon. Root him on here, guys. Yeah, center Ganon, like you said, it's going to be a different Ganon. It is center Ganon this time. Does catch him in the bottom left-hand corner. There's the stun lock. Gets all 4 shots. There it is. Is going to pick up the Triforce, and Southern Pretzel is going to be the last runner through here, and the last runner, guys, of the Swiss rounds. Going to bring it home for everybody in this tournament with a time of 47 minutes and 50 seconds. Get your GGs out for Southern Pretzel.
GG, Southern Pretzel.
All right, and with that, Ding, we do have Sylverfyre in here. Sylverfyre, GG's, man.
I'm not sure if you're muted or not, Sylverfyre, but we can't hear you. Looks like we lost him.
Sylverfyre did say in the IRC, though, a gold 5 and a gold 9. So, man, that was a pretty good run on Sylverfyre's part. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Considering his PB and his average times, that was an excellent run for him.
All right, we're going to try to get Silverfyre in here. I will let you guys know, though, that we are going to have a bracket reveal stream over on JSR2 Gamers channel after this. It's going to be for all the guys and gals that made the bracket. It's going to be 24 racers. There's going to be 8 buys, 16 people playing in the first round. It's going to be a lot of hype. They put a lot of work into this, guys. So after we are done here, after this interview, head on over to JSR2 Gamers channel. I'm going to try to pull Southern and Silverfyre in here. We're going to chat with them, and then we are going to be ready to roll.
Yeah, the bracket stage is going to be exciting.
All right, I should be audible now.
And you are audible. GG's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mostly lost a PB due to being completely awful at the Lost Woods skip. I'm a little sad about that, but I had a gold 5 and a gold 9, and I'm really happy about that part.
Yeah, I saw that in IRC. We pointed that out to everybody, Silverfyre. So GG's on that. How else did you think the run went?
I was really happy. But anytime I get a deathless run, I'm really happy. Like, I'm still not that great at this game, so deathless is a big deal for me.
Interestingly enough, you were the only one who went deathless.
Yeah, at all 4 runners, you were the only one to go deathless. I mean, everybody kind of had a hiccup in the middle of it. And Southern Pretzel, GG's to you as well. Tell us how your run went.
Thank you. It was not great. I had a hiccup not only in the middle, but in the beginning and the end. Felt like it was Murphy's Law. Whatever could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah, so racist.
I limped out of 2, or limped through 2 with half a heart. I'm kind of surprised I didn't die there.
Yeah, it was. My strategy in 2 was to die so I could get more rupees from the ropes.
That's a good
strategy.
No, it was fun to kind of watch you guys all do. You all did 2 first. You, Digshake, Southern Pretzel, and Silverfyre did 2 first. Amo did 3 first, but the 3 of you guys were all pretty close together for quite a bit of it. The only thing, the difference was just going to get that blue ring and the extra time for that Silverfyre. But other than that, you guys were pretty much neck and neck. I mean, as far as room strats, so it should be a fun watch back for you guys. Even though you don't feel like it went well, it's going to be a fun watch back, I think.
I had a bit of a hiccup too coming out of 3 with I think I had 1 bomb or something, and it's like that's not enough for level 4. But I had extra rupees, so after not getting some random bombs off of the blue moblins, I'm just gonna buy bombs and then go get the 100 rupees, which will max out my rupees for the blue ring. But that meant a lot of extra walking.
Yeah, for sure. Those decisions and time-wise, they're so key as far as what you're going to do resource-wise, resource management. We always hear, Laws talking about that. Resource management is so key during a rando or a no Up+A or that type of thing, and it came into play here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And anytime you have the opportunity to PB in a race, I mean, you had a good race, I would say.
Just gotta get better at the screen scrolls.
That's everybody, man.
Agreed.
So Southern,
I've even seen Black fail screen scrolls sometimes.
Everybody does, man. Everybody fails screen scrolls. It's a hard trick. I mean, it's a frame perfect trick that you're trying to do. Southern, take us back through the tournament. How do you think this tournament went for you? Or are you happy with it, or where do you think it was for you?
So yeah, it was really fun. I think I started really playing Zelda maybe a month before the tournament started. I don't even think I had a PB really when I registered, and it's been really fun getting a lot better. Today I was practicing a lot despite my time in the race, and got my PB down to 36:27. So I think this is a great fun game that has a really high skill cap, but something that you can really improve at pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people. We've seen a lot of people in the Z1 community just bring their times down. Silverfyre, for yourself, as far as the tournament, we know you set a PB in the tournament. How else do you think it went for you?
I mean, I went into this tournament not knowing how to speedrun this game. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'd like to try and, when I'm not doing a race, just focusing on getting a better PB to put together a no blue ring run that would probably be faster than this stuff. But I'm not going to just implement that in a race setting.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody has room for improvement, and you don't really want to try new strats and stuff like that during a race.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this game. There's it's even lack. There's room for improvement. It's one of those games that I think has a lot of staying power in that regard.
Yep, and I think what we're going to have to do, guys, we're going to have to wrap this up, but it was a pleasure calling your guys' match. GG's to both of you. It was fun watching you guys all the way through the 5 weeks, and I think it has been a great tournament for everybody. Crescendo, you have anything else for us?
I think I just want to thank all the guys behind the scenes putting on this tournament. You guys have done a really awesome job. I mean, you're dealing with 50-plus guys, and you've really done a stand-up job making it happen.
Yeah, Pretzel, Sylverfyre, you guys, everything else?
I don't know anything else.
That's it for me.
All right, well, on behalf of Crescendo, myself, Southern Pretzel, Sylverfyre, digshake, and Amo, Feasel in the background, thank you all for joining us. We had a great race. Head on over to JSR2 Gamers. They're doing the bracket reveal right now. It's already live, so make sure you head over there right now. Take a look at it. Thank you guys all. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the Z1. Brackets are coming up this next week. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.
Take care, guys.